Right? Cheers, mate. Next round's on me, right?
What's the plan, Chief?
What is your wish? Understood.
Please, just listen. I am not responsible for that mess Emma and Fosho have dragged you into. Clearly they are using you in their dirty little game. I will help you get out of it. Money, passports, anything. There is no need for any more violence. Is he? Very well. This is all his fault. He gassed all those innocent people just to frame you. This country is too wicked and chaotic to do business. If you let me leave, I will do everything in my power to help you clear your name.
I do not mean to offend, but your power does not seem very impressive right now.
I have nothing to do with that psycho. He has been trying to extort me for money ever since I was appointed as the executive director of Adonis in this region. It is a very common professional risk I have to deal with all the time.
That sounds awful. I have been shot, exploded, punched, kicked, caught, and cursed, but never extorted.
Of course it is. You're mercenaries, right? You work for money. Look, I can pay you all enough to take a nice long vacation until I straighten things out here. You fully deserve it, don't you think?
It'll be a cold day in hell before I take any vacation package you're offering.
You can lay low for some time, and when this unfortunate business is forgotten, you will have lots of other contracts. I know a certain company that would want to hire a team with your talents. All this mess is the fault of Colonel Fosho. He planned a coup against his own president, the father of your friend Emma Lafontaine. He tried to get financial support from me, but I refuse to be involved in such a thing. Please let me go, and I will send you all that I know, so that you can eliminate him. If that is your current contract, I don't need to know the details. Yes, I will. I don't want to be involved in any of this.
My father would be so proud of you, because you fought to save his beloved country. Now this is my fight as well. Thank you for showing me the meaning of courage, resilience, and valor.
This is our fairy tale, and we are the heroes of it! Heroium Slava!
For this success, may the spirits grant us all great wisdom. For some, it is sorely needed.
I have to say, I'm feeling very proud of myself. I made it through this whole campaign and didn't get married even once. I feel like I've learned some important lessons.
I feel like we all achieved something special here today. Hold on to this feeling. Let it guide you in life. I love you all, and I feel all of your love. I'm going to go meditate.
That was some solid leadership, Chief. This team is full of some colorful characters, but you really pulled them all together. Nice job. Keep in touch, all right?
Hello. Sorry for the lapse in communication, but I've been busy putting out fires. Your actions helped shape the changes that are happening in my country, and you certainly deserve a full report. Thanks to you, Colonel Foshu is dead, but the trouble he caused has outlived him. Without my father's influence, the government was on the verge of collapse. Only the threat of civil war was holding it together. Thankfully, without Foshu to lead them, the battalion commanders in open rebellion were not united. I was appointed provisional governor of the Ajani. It became my responsibility to safeguard the lives of the citizens of this region until the crisis passed. And the situation in the Ajani region is a disaster. When you killed the Major, his legion turned him into a symbol of resistance, wearing t-shirts and tattoos of his face, burning villages in his memory. With the Legion rampaging, the rebellious army battalions could not be isolated, and the country has descended into civil war. I'm certain we will emerge victorious in the end, but it will take years, and many will die before that happens. Grand Chien has suffered not just from the fighting, but also from the red rabies epidemic. This horrible disease has spread all over the country, and there are reports of outbreaks all over the world. The WHO has officially labeled it a pandemic and is issuing confusing and often contradictory safety recommendations every other day. In the meantime, people are dying. Of course, none of this is your fault. I blame myself for focusing entirely on my father and Grand Chien. I did not even notice there was a worldwide threat until it was too late. Speaking of health risks, I was alarmed to discover that someone had been experimenting on my people with combat drugs. It seems that those reckless people in Landsbach have created some kind of biolaboratory dedicated to making super soldiers. Of course, it was not a problem you were ever expected to solve. Still, I wish you were here. I can't think of anyone better to deal with super soldiers than you. One thing is certain. The Ajani Valley will never be the same. Much has been lost. One of the most heartbreaking examples of this is the Lys Rouge in Pantagruel. One night, a group of drunken Legion thugs set it on fire and it burned to the ground. I do not think the carnival celebrations in Pantagruel will ever be the same, if they ever happen again. But enough talking about our troubles. I heard that a very peculiar green diamond called Pride of the Ajani was auctioned for $55 million. I am livid. That diamond is an important part of my people's history. It belongs in the Grand Chien Museum. But my attention is being called elsewhere, my friend. Let me just say one last thing. I learned that Corazon Santiago faced trial, but there wasn't enough evidence to expose her. She deserves to rot in prison for her involvement in the war crimes she pinned on you. I can only imagine what a blow to your reputation that is for you. I'm sure that the truth will eventually be revealed. I'll do what I can to help. Until then, you have my best wishes. Au revoir.